What I've got right here is the HSF Tools HF-96V, a proper handheld thermal testing camera built for real-world use. It's packing a 96 by 96 native thermal resolution, and if that's not enough, flipping on the super resolution mode pushes that up to 240 by 240. That's a solid jump. The box also promises up to 8 hours of battery life on a single charge, a temperature measurement range spanning from -20 all the way up to 550 degrees Celsius, and a 25 Hz image refresh rate. Bold claims, but do they actually hold up? Let's dig in and find out. Starting with what's in the box, the very first thing you pull out is the user manual. Yeah, not the camera, the manual. But right after that comes a small thank you card for choosing the product, which is honestly a nice touch and something you don't always see. Then there's a small secondary box inside, and cracking that open reveals a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And finally, here it is, the HSF HF-96V. First impressions are solid. The body feels handy, sits comfortably in the hand, and that rubberized texture running around the outside gives it a build quality that feels genuinely durable rather than cheap. Now let's walk through the physical layout. Underneath the display, there are 5 buttons lined up in a row. On the far left is the power button. The 2 center buttons handle up and down navigation through menus, and over on the right is the back button. Flip the device over to the rear side, and at the top you'll find the laser. Below that, in the middle, sits the image laser sensor, and then the thermal camera lens itself. That's your primary capture tool. Moving to the top edge of the HSF HF-96V, there's a USB-C port that handles both charging and image file transfers. On the back, positioned right in the middle, is a red trigger button. Press it and the laser activates instantly. There's also a built-in lantern light for low light situations, and down at the bottom, a tripod mount for when you need hands-free stability. Press the power button and the display fires up. It takes just a brief moment to fully boot, nothing significant. Once it's running, the layout is straightforward. Top left corner shows the timer, and up in the top right you get a battery indicator, a classic icon, keeping it simple, alongside a monitor icon. The center of the display shows your live temperature reading in Celsius. During my use, that was sitting around 27.7 degrees. Below the main reading, the screen also displays the distance between the device and the target point, plus the current maximum and minimum temperature readings across the frame. In my case, around 31.5 and 27 degrees respectively. To get into the menu, just press the power button once more and the full options panel appears. Inside the menu, there's a solid range of options to work through. First up is Albums. This is your image library, where every captured photo is stored, and anything you've already taken shows up here right away. Moving into Image Settings, you get 3 shooting modes to choose from: Thermal, Fusion, and Visual. There's also Parallax Correction, with options for either 0.3 meters or 0.5 meters, which adjusts the measurement accuracy based on your shooting distance. The last option in Image Settings is Save Visual Image, a genuinely useful feature that lets the camera save both a standard photo and a thermal image every time you pull the trigger. One press, 2 files. Next is Super Resolution, which you can simply toggle on or off depending on what you need. After that comes Emissivity, where you pick a material preset to ensure accurate readings. The available options include human skin, PCB, cement, ceramics, rubber, paint, wood, asphalt, brick, sand, and more. For testing purposes, wood was selected, and the distance was kept at 0.5 meters. To properly test the color palettes, a glass of boiling water was brought in so there'd be clear heat variation to work with. The available palettes are White Hot, Black Hot, Rainbow, Iron Bow, Red Hot, Fusion, Above Alarm, and a temperature 20 degrees C mode. The default is Rainbow, but switching over to Fusion first gives the image more of a reddish thermal tone. The temperature separation is subtle on camera, but noticeably cleaner in person. You can even pick up heat visibility through the glass itself because of the hot water inside. Switching to white hot shifts everything into a black and white palette with a slight bluish tone. In that mode, the maximum temperature read around 71.2 degrees C and the minimum sat around 27.6 degrees C. The laser point is also clearly visible here. From there, an image was captured to save the result. Heading into the display settings, you can enable or disable hotspot, cold spot, center point, and parameters. Keeping all of them on is generally the better call. Inside level and span, there's a choice between auto and manual mode. Auto handles everything on its own, while manual lets you fine-tune the range based on your specific situation. The alarm setting defaults to 60 degrees C, meaning the camera will automatically alert you if anything in frame crosses that threshold. Temperature range gives you two options: minus 20 degrees C to 150 degrees C, or 100 degrees C to 550 degrees C, with an auto switch option available to let the camera decide based on what it's detecting. Digging further into the More settings section, you get USB cast screen for mirroring the display, unit settings to flip between Celsius and Fahrenheit, time and date configuration, a laser on-off toggle, auto power-off, a format option for clearing storage, and a restore settings option to reset everything back to defaults. Language can also be switched between English and French. This thermal camera has real practical value across a wide range of fields. Electricians can use it to spot overheating wires or identify faulty circuits before they become bigger problems. For anyone doing PCB work or electronics repair, it makes it fast and easy to locate hot components and pinpoint problem areas without guesswork. It's equally useful for home inspections, checking insulation leaks, evaluating AC cooling efficiency, detecting water leakage, or monitoring pipe temperatures. In industrial settings, it handles machinery temperature monitoring in workshops and factories without breaking a sweat. And for maintenance workers, technical repair professionals, engineers, or even dedicated DIYers, this kind of tool saves real time by making heat differences instantly visible instead of diagnosing issues by hand. So that's the full rundown on the HSF Tools HF-96V thermal camera. Let us know what you think about this one down in the comments. If you found this helpful or enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss more content like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching our video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends if you found our video helpful. Subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this.